to cut the cap. So I'm going to be starting us off today, and my first statement that I would like to declare is that McDonald's made bubblegum flavored broccoli once.
Made bubblegum flavored broccoli.
Yes.
McDonald's.
I'm calling it fact, just because, especially back then, the marketing stunts they would do to market to children and back then,
Mm-hmm.
I would bet money that McDonald's did that. But I might be wrong.
Okay. What do you think?
Fact.
I'm gonna say that's true just because they have like cotton candy grapes.
All right. So that is actually true. I'm losing right away. This is fantastic. So, actually, the CEO, Thompson, I think that's his last name, said it wasn't all that whenever he made it. And he was pointing towards children, and I don't think it lasted that long. It says the McDonald's CEO said kids were confused by the taste. The bubblegum flavored broccoli was a failure.
Oof.
So, yeah, they
rough.
lost money. So, that's fun.
Now, if it was bubblegum shaped broccoli. No, okay, no. Say it back. Broccoli shaped bubblegum.
Broccoli shaped bubblegum, I think kids also still would have been confused.
Yeah, they probably would have still been confused, but if you'd have just told them it's gum, they'd have still eaten it.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't want to chew on something that tastes like broccoli for fucking 2 hours. I would.
No, it's not gonna taste like broccoli, just shaped like broccoli.
Oh, it's shaped like broccoli?
Yeah, just shaped like broccoli.
But it's bubble gum?
Yeah, it's just like.
But that's not healthy.
Yeah, it's like McDonald's is trying.
Hey, they tried, dude. What they need to do, instead of making a burger $2 and a salad $40, is they need to reverse that.
Fact.
But that'll never happen, so. Alrighty, so people used to eat Johnny Appleseed's apples all the time. Yes, there was a real person named John Chapman, Johnny Appleseed. He made apples. People ate them everywhere. Is that cap or is that fact? I mean, he fucking grew apples, you know?
I'm say cap.
Cap, yep.
I fucking hate you guys. I shouldn't have said it like that. But whatever. It is cap, yes. He made them for hard apple cider. However, people that eat them, they don't taste like the apples that were made in supermarkets. Our apples have a lot of shit in them to make them sweeter. The apples that Johnny Appleseed grew did not.
Right.
So, big poll. The Windy City is New York City. Cap. What do you say?
I'm sorry, I don't know what the Windy City is, but I don't feel like it's New
You know,
York.
let me fix that. That was fucking bullshit. I did terrible there. So, the Windy City has nothing to do with the weather of where this place is.
Right.
Is that fact or is that cap?
Fact.
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 What do you think?
The Windy City has nothing to do with the weather there.
Right. Is that fact or is that cap? Now remember, I'm not telling you guys facts that I'm reading off of a piece of paper. I'm not just reading it to you plain and simple.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm making shit up.
Making shit up.
Yes.
See, it's like an in between with you. Like it could be made up, or you could be reading something that you fucking read.
I'm gonna say that's cap.
That's cap. The Windy City has nothing to do with the weather. So you are saying it does have to do with the weather. You're saying it doesn't have to do with the
Yeah.
weather. Okay. So it does not have to do with the weather.
Let's go.
It is actually because of the people that live there are full of hot air or windbags. Meaning they talk a lot of shit and they can't back it up. And the city is also Chicago. And I guarantee that has changed because it's named Chirac now.
Yeah.
But, so I have a point, you have a point, you have 2 points.
3 points.
3 points?
3, I have 2.
Yeah, okay, so I'm losing real good now.
Oh, man.
So, my next one is that when there was a cotton shortage in World War I, they started using Kleenex as gas mask filters.
Kleenex is gas.
Is that cap or is that fact?
I'm saying it's fact.
Fact?
Fact. Just because I know that, like, okay, well, I have no experience with this. I'm just saying, from my experience, wearing respirators and shit that protect from, like, vapor gases and shit, the material that's inside of those filters are, like, it looks kind of very similar to, like, a dryer sheet or, like, a tissue type of paper. So back then I could definitely see them using that.
Okay.
But the thing is, I don't think... I'm going to say cap.
Okay.
Just because I don't think that's actually cotton that they use. I believe it's polyester.
See, I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm just saying it's very similar. So, back then,
so
they
you're
could've
saying
still
true and
used
you're
it.
saying cap?
Yeah.
Okay, that is cap. So Kleenexes were in development to become gas mask filters. However, before the war ended, they couldn't perfect it. So they remarketed the item that they had made it softer and smoother, and then remarketed it as Kleenex and sold it to the public.
Interesting.
Okay, so I have one more. I kind of sped through these because, I didn't fucking prepare that well, but you guys shit on me anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, the Sahara Desert is named a desert, right?
Yeah.
It only is desert. That's why it's fucking named the desert. Is that fact or is that cap?
It's only desert?
Why wouldn't you say it one more time?
The Sahara Desert is a desert. It's only desert.
No, I'm going to say that's cap.
You're going to say that's cap?
I'm going to say that's cap.
I don't know shit. I'm just gonna.
I mean, it's named fucking the desert.
Yeah,
It's a Sahara Desert.
I'm just gonna guess and say that is that's fact. I don't know anything.
That's fact?
Ignorant.
So that is cap.
Yeah, I knew it.
That is cap.
I fucking knew it.
So most of it is actually covered in gravel, and it also contains mountains, oasis, and the world's largest desert is actually Antarctica. Because a desert is desert of life. It has no life.
Mm.
Right.
So,
Alright.
the Sahara Desert has water, it has mountains, it has trees, it has...
That's
and
where they
it's
got the whole
mostly rock.
Jenga,
It's
like,
not...
or Django film.
Django?
The,
That's where they
fucking-
filmed it? Was in the Sahara Desert?
I don't know. I'm just fucking around. Just talking about the little lizards. Fucking.
Oh, Rango?
Oh, Ringo.
Oh my goodness.
I was wondering.
Django was the
said
Jamie
that-
Foxx movie filmed by Quentin
it's 'cause
Tarantino.
Fucking, I heard some other people talk about it when I was listening to another podcast, and I fucking.
Nobody tangos with the Rango. So that was my last one. I am hurting for some points. I cannot wait for somebody else to go.
I actually think
Wait, can we tally up the
I
points here?
think it's actually 3-3-4.
Is it?
I have 3.
Because I said 4 questions.
Yeah,
You
I
got-
have 3.
No.
You get.
How
I
do
have
you-
3. You get to 5 questions.
Yeah, I think you
Did
have
I?
5 questions.
Yeah.
So I know the first one was not good.
Yeah, I was like,
You
'cause
both got that one right. So that's
the second
1-1.
one we both got right too.
The second one I bamboozled. So that's
Yeah, and
one-
the third one
And
I
then
got
the
right.
Windy City wrong.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so there we go.
Yeah.
So it is your
4-3-3.
4-3-3.
Yep.
Oh,
Alright.
fantastic. So we're tied.
Yeah.
Looking good. I do not want to buy coffee, man. These bills are getting expensive. I'll tell you what. So I need to catch this W here. And we're doing a little bit later at night, as you can tell, because of the blinds not closed. It's dark. We got to record this day early because this guy has not a funeral, the opposite of that, a wedding to go to tomorrow. So, yeah.
Oh, that'd be some shit.
Yeah, imagine that, huh? I pressured him into it. I was like, hey, man, before you got to go to the funeral, the podcast comes first.
He's like, I don't want to be that guy.
I don't.
Like,
are you coming to work
building
tomorrow?
Something here. So like,
so are you coming to work tomorrow? Let me know, because if not, you're fired.
God,
You're fired.
All right. So who wants to go next?
All right, I can go next.
All right.
So,
Sweet.
I had quite a few. I mean, I'll probably only do like 4 or 5, just to keep the same. So the first one, the highest basketball court in the world is called the highest court inland. Fact or cap?
The highest basketball court in the world is called the highest court inland.
Yep.
I'm gonna call it cap.
I'm also gonna call it cap. I feel like you're changing the word.
No, that is fact.
I fucking hate it here.
What?
There's a basketball
hate it
court
here.
above the Supreme Court. It's
So-
known as the highest court in the land.
He's in the lead now. He's
Yeah.
got 5. The highest court
got
in the
4.
land. In the land. In the land.
That's what it's called.
You called it inland.
No.
You said inland. I feel like that's fucking bullshit. I
The
feel like
highest
I got
court
capped.
inland. The highest court in the land. How does that?
You did change the name, and I called it out on
No.
you, dude. I called it out on you. I called it
God,
out
I'm
on
trying
you.
to
We're gonna
just
give you
make
the
some
points.
contact,
We're
more
gonna
interaction
we're gonna,
for not
okay,
having to
whatever,
reach.
whatever.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Snake in the grass,
Judas.
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 Their answers wouldn't have changed even if I said it the other way.
I feel like it probably would have changed because I was like, I feel like he's changing the name of that from some country like Finland or something, and he's changing it inland. I'm like, okay, you're not gonna fucking trip me
I
up.
didn't change no country name.
This guy. All right. What's the next one? What's the next
alright.
one? Get into
So-
this.
A con man once sold the Eiffel Tower.
A con man.
A
Yes.
con man.
Once. Doesn't say when, just says once upon a time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sold the Eiffel Tower.
That is yes.
Is what I said.
I'm gonna say that's fact.
That is fact. I
You
know.
were both right.
I know it is because I remember reading about that somewhere.
Yes. So his name was he was famous.
Fuck his name, dude. He was just famous.
His name was Lustig. and
Lustig.
No,
That's a
Lustig.
name.
Lustig. With a G.
Yeah, so Lustig.
Okay.
So it was because back in the day, the Eiffel Tower was only built. They only expected it to last for like 20 years max. And so back in the day, they were thinking about like, well, it's gonna rot eventually. We should just take the whole thing down. So this guy heard about it and was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go and around to all the scrap metal people and get them to bid on the metal. And he was telling them it was for a discreet government job that to get rid of like the scrap metal when they take down
So
the
he
Eiffel
sold
Tower.
the scrap metal that would have been the Eiffel
so
Tower.
So he went to sell, and what he did, he was telling people that he's like, I'll accept bribes that make sure that you get the winning bid. So he got a $20,000 bribe, $50,000 bribe, then the payment for the tower.
And this was in what, like 1800s?
That's funny.
That's a lot of fucking money for that time period, dude. That is he is living like a rat.
Alright, so
In
then
a
get your
cheesecake
date in this.
factory.
What I got, but yeah, it was fucking. It was definitely a while back. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know when the Eiffel Tower was
Back
first
when
built,
$50,000 was enough to buy a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right.
Sheesh. All right. Well, sick. So
Alright.
you're at 5. You're at 5, and I'm at 4. This is not looking good, boys.
Alright. So, next one. The toenail of your little toe is called spungle.
The toenail.
Yes, the toenail of your pinky toe is called the spungle.
Man, oh man.
I'm gonna say that's cap.
Cap?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's fact.
Fact?
That is fact.
Alright, so that is cap.
Fuck!
That's
No!
up 6. Let's go.
And I'm at 4. You're at 5.
I'm at 6.
You're at 6.
Is that right?
I'm gonna die. This is it. Game over, guys.
That's it. You dead. That's how the story goes.
Yeah, that's it. I have to buy coffee and I die. I burst into a ball of flames because I have to spend money. I'm like Terry Crews from Everybody Hates Chris.
Man out there like, close my refrigerator. That's 75 cents worth of food that you took out.
Yes, exactly.
All right, and the next one is the last one I got. Cleopatra lived closer in a time period to the first Pizza Hut being built than the Pyramid of Giza being built.
Where is the Pyramid of Giza at? I know it's probably in Giza, but where's Giza? What region of the world is Giza in?
Don't ask me to know fucking geography.
Egypt.
That would
I
be
don't
my
feel like
guess.
it's in Egypt. I'm probably a dummy for saying that, but
No, yeah, it's ancient. It's Egypt.
closer in time to the first Pizza Hut being built than the
Pyramids of Giza.
when was the Pyramid of Giza built?
So construction of the Pyramids of Giza took place roughly from 2550 BC to 2490 BC.
I'm gonna say that is true. True.
First Pizza Hut.
Because I feel like Cleopatra lived way farther ahead of time than that. Way farther. I want to say she was like 7000 BC. Or like even farther, maybe. But I remember something, because whenever I was learning Latin, Roman Latin, they talked a lot about her and Alexander the Great and all those people.
So say that question one more time.
The question said Cleopatra lived closer in time to the first Pizza Hut being built than the Pyramids of Giza.
Cat.
Cap?
100% cat.
Cap? That is fact.
I'm
See,
at 5.
as I said, the Pyramids of Giza took place roughly 2550 BC to 2490 BC, while Cleopatra, the last active pharaoh of ancient Egypt, was born in 69 BC and died in 30 BC. The first Pizza Hut opened in Wichita, Kansas on June 15th, 1958. That means that the chain's opening is about 500 years closer to Cleopatra's lifetime than the construction of the Pyramids of Giza.
Yeah, because that happened, it was like, I want to say it was about the same amount of time, just backwards, because they go backwards for BC up to 0, and then they start counting again. But it was probably like, what? You said 2,000 to 249,000, or 2,400 or whatever?
2,550 to 2,490 or something.
And she was born when, 1,000?
It's 69 BC, and then to 30 BC.
69 BC? Yeah, so that's like 2,000 years. Yeah.
Damn.
Sick, dude. Fucking sick, dude. I'm at 5. All right, now it's
I
your
am
turn.
at 7.
You're at 7, and he's at 6.
Yep.
So I can beat you. And you.
I think so. Going 5 head. Put my hair back up.
Okay.
Pulling shit together. Got this.
Here we go.
Easy money.
All right. I'm here for not buying coffee. I just have to make sure I don't get last. I don't have to win nothing.
So, Fruit Loops are all the same flavor.
I want to say that's fact.
I'm going to say that is also fact.
I feel like I've read that somewhere. And also, just from my experience of eating Fruit Loops and even the off-brand shit, because let me tell you, I'll bet money that the off-brand shit is made in the same factory as Fruit Loops and just packaged on the other side.
They make it in the same place, except they just have the other people pack it.
And plus, it would make more sense for it because it's all just
So the
kinda
money
like
goes
a
to the same
grain
place
carb,
anyways?
Like,
Yeah.
Fucking legends.
But yeah, Fruit Loops are all the same flavor.
Fantastic. So
Yeah.
we're tied now.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm at 8. Let's go.
Yep. I'm here for this. I'm ready for this. I'm not buying coffee. I'm telling you right now.
Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins.
I'm trying to think of what reason in nature a sloth would need to hold its breath longer
That's what I'm saying.
than a dolphin.
Especially because I might have to add more, but I'm pretty sure it's sloths because they just be sitting there hanging from trees a lot of time. They will fall asleep and forget they are hanging on a tree, and when they wake up, they'll just let go and fall to their deaths. So
Okay, so
I'm gonna have to go say it's cap. It's cap.
I'm gonna say that's true.
That's true.
Oh,
Yes! Yes! I'm here for this. I told you. I'm dialed in. We're still tied, though, which pisses me off.
So sloths can actually hold their breaths for up to 40 minutes. They can slow their heartbeat down.
That's what I was thinking. That's what my final reaction came to. Because I was like, well, because you said that they fall asleep and fall to their deaths, and I was like, well, what if they like accidentally fall into water? They need a fail-safe for that. And then I was like, I know that whenever you slow your heart rate down, a lot of weird stuff happens. Like brain activity ceases to function, your breathing becomes a lot slower, and you can even hold your breath for longer. Like your muscles stop getting as much like blood, so it keeps your heart pumping and stuff. Like, I know it does weird things. Yes, dude, I'm not losing. We're going to a tiebreaker at least.
Nah, I'm winning for sure.
All right.
What are you at? 8?
Yeah,
We're both at
8.
7, dog.
I know, I'm winning.
So, flamingos.
I'm gonna crack open another brewski.
Sounds good.
Okay, continue.
Yeah,
Flamingos?
you got it. No, it's right there.
Flamingos actually bend their legs
Yep.
Okay.
at their ankles,
They bend their legs at their ankles.
not their knees.
That is true.
I want to say it's true because I don't think I've ever seen a picture of a flamingo, like, with their leg really bent. Always just standing on one, and I'm not gonna account for the.
They bend their legs.
Yeah,
and
I'm
they
not
stand
gonna-
on one and they go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna account for that leg because I don't know what the fuck's happening. I just know every time I've seen a leg on a flamingo, that shit's straight down.
I'm saying that is true.
That's
True.
Back.
True.
Yep, that's fucking true.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
So you're one ahead.
I'm 1 ahead, and I'm catching up to you, motherfucker.
Winning.
You're 1 ahead too, motherfucker. You get one wrong, and then you two are tied.
All right. So
What do you mean? Is he at 8? And then what are you at?
I'm also at 8. No, you're at 7.
7, 8.
And I should be 9.
Yeah, you're at 9. Okay, yeah. Okay.
So squirrels are behind most power outages. They account for the highest percent of power outages.
I'm gonna say that is cap. I'm gonna say that's cap because I feel like birds are probably behind more power outages than squirrels.
Okay. I would say that, but a lot of the power line stuff, especially from before, were put up on like wooden poles and shit. Kind of just, especially around a lot of treed areas.
Mm-hmm.
Totally see some fucking squirrels
I
chewing
see.
that
I was
shit out and
thinking.
stuff. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
that
true.
too. Okay, what's the final verdict here?
They are behind the most power
Fuck,
outages.
dude. Fuck. So we're tied again?
We're tied again.
Fuck, dude. Okay. Do you have another one?
I do. Actually.
Okay.
Here.
We've been going for 30 minutes, but more like 20. 20
Okay.
or 15.
Yeah.
Octopuses have 3 hearts.
I feel like I'm gonna say true because I feel like I've seen that somewhere before, and then it's very common for like especially because I'm an anime nerd, so I know it's very common in anime for them to give octopuses and shit more hearts. And I'm just gonna say that a lot of them people do their research on that shit before they make a story on it, so or like base stuff on.
Okay. See, what I'm thinking is, he's changed the number of hearts that they have. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to go ahead
Or
and
the
say
organ.
that's cap.
Or it's changing
I'm saying
that
that's
they have.
cap. You said true.
Yeah, I said true. I'll stick
So-
with you.
What is it?
It's actually true.
I fucking hate it here, dude. I have to buy
Let's
coffee.
go.
Do you have another one?
I'm gonna
No, I'm
let
just
me-
kidding. I have to buy coffee next time, dude. Fuck
Yep,
me,
octopuses and
dude.
squids both have 3 hearts.
Fuck me.
One pumps blood to their whole systems, and 2 are dedicated just to the gills.
Actually, and in all honesty, what I said, my reasoning was fully capped too, because I have no clue. I don't think I've actually seen the anime.
He was
with
talking
more
out of
shit.
his ass.
Oh, fact,
He was
dude.
talking out of his ass.
I think
He's just like, you know what? He's like, you know who eats squid and fucking octopus a lot? He's like, people in anime, dude. He's like, yeah. He's like, people in anime eat
Nah,
that
I'm
shit
just
all
like-
the time.
No, every time they gotta fight somebody in anime that's like OP, they're like, we gotta take out like their 17 hearts that they have.
Well, yeah, dude, that's just because he's OP. It doesn't have to do with anything because he's a squid or an octopus.
Did it help me win?
It fucking did, and that's why I'm pissed off, because you were just thinking, like, your entire reasoning was just completely off base, and it still led you to the W. That's like, it's like your teacher's like, you did the wrong equation and got the right answer somehow. I don't know how you did that, but congrats.
That's why teachers are always mad when I didn't show my work. They'd be like,
Frustrated.
you need to show your work. Why? So I can see
so-
how you got.
We have some good suggestions from the community. Shout out to Jordan on Facebook for sending those my way. Please don't be afraid to leave a comment on the video with topic suggestions, anything you want to hear us talk about. We will give life advice because we are therapists. I have a license. We
Very
will give
educational.
doctor's advice because I have a PhD in
Google
autonomy. You know? Like, I'm just a well-rounded tool for you guys to use. So, all 3 of us are, matter of fact. So, please send us anything that you want us to talk about.
It's like virtual encyclopedias.
Exactly. We're here to answer all your questions about life and whatnot. However, before we get into those, I'd like to tell something that happened in my life a few weeks ago. I never got around to it because I kind of just forgot. We had other things that we wanted to talk about. But I had a guy who was wanted for a first-degree murder attempt barricade himself directly across the street from my apartment complex. So I live in an apartment complex. There's a gas station, and then across the street from the gas station, he barricaded himself there.
Man.
Yes. And they had the whole works out, dude. They had the SWAT teams, they had the snipers, they had the whole works, dude. And everybody that went to the gas station was just sitting there watching, and I'm pretty sure that the snipers were in the direction of the civilians. Like, the barrels were pointed in the direction of the civilians, and I was the only one worried about it, and everybody else was, like, standing outside talking about, wow, this is fucking crazy. You know? And all the police were out front of that apartment complex. Like, I was like, if dude just starts shooting through the windows, like, somebody could get hit that's watching. And I'm the only one that's worried about this because I know how guns work. And everybody else is just standing around, looking around like, hey, let's just hang out here, you know? In the red zone, you know?
Oh, man.
Like, oh my goodness. It was surreal. It was crazy. And, yeah, so I would just like to point that out because I thought that was interesting. I want to share with everybody.
Imagine y'all trying to warn everybody, like, you guys need to step back, like,
Please
you could get shot.
get
and then you just see like the red dot like on your arm. You're all like, what the fuck? Like,
Oh, gone. Arm gone. And I was just like, I'm like, oh,
he's
no,
all like,
dude.
stop it, there are cover.
Oh, dude, terrifying, dude. I was so worried for the well-being of everybody standing outside. I was just like, please, people, please. I was like, you need to come inside at the very least, please. I was like, these windows ain't gonna stop nothing, but there's a lot of shit it'll change how it's moving. You'll be good, you know. But yeah, I just figured I'd share that with everybody because that was interesting. That happened in my life recently.
In light of the recent current events, I got a little story from, well, today.
Time to cheer us up from that
So, on the way
depressing stuff.
On the way into the, on the way into the office,
It's funny because he's unemployed.
This is my office. What he's talking about. We're building something.
Okay,
here.
this is it. All right.
See, I'm not unemployed. I DoorDash when I want to.
Yo, he's self-employed sometimes.
On the occasion.
All right.
So I hop in my car. I'll notice it. Listen, I got a shitty car. Like,
Okay, your
POS.
car is terrible. Right. A lemon.
no glove box. Center console is. It's like broke. It could come off.
Oh my god.
But so I've never like moved my center console because I was like, fuck, I'm at least gonna leave it there so the armrest isn't like uncomfortable when I'm driving. But I would hop in my car today. I look in there and like I get in and I kind of lean over like right when I get in. Freaking, I'm like, oh, it felt uncomfortable. I was like, why is this off? Like I don't fucking move this. Look around. Whole car's kind of a mess. I'm like looking through it. I'm like, what? I look around. Visors are down. Sunglass thing is open. All the compartments are open.
Oh
I look
my
around like,
goodness.
what the fuck? But nothing is like truly missing because I don't really keep shit in my car. So like I don't really have anything that valuable. Most valuable things in my room.
Which is good. Good.
And fucking no, these motherfuckers they stole my portable jumper and my phone charger.
Oh my god.
That's the only thing. There's probably like $10 in quarters.
They didn't take any of it.
Just chilling in the fucking car. Just
charger?
the portable charger and everything else was left in the car.
Oh my gosh.
Even the jumper cables. Like, you're going to take the portable charger and not the jumper cables?
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, wow.
What is this world coming to?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And
I was like, back, and it's not like my car looks like it's nice or anything either. Like it,
Your
like
car
it looks
is
fucked up. Like it looks like
up.
a POS.
yeah,
So like
it's not like
it's not like you don't look at that
thing.
car like, oh, I could.
I bet you there's something nice in there, you know.
I bet you. I bet you the thought was they just looked at it and was like, I could get into that. Like it wasn't even like, did they got anything nice? They're just like, oh, I could fucking get into.
They're
that.
like, yeah, the door's already open. I can see it. It's ajar right now. I was like, I could hop right in there. Oh my gosh.
Special
dude.
place.
Gosh.
Yeah. Special.
So yeah, that's great, dude, because I had our car was stolen out of my apartment complex parking lot once. Yes, that was fantastic.
Oh, I think you told me about this once.
So, yeah, the police ended up finding it in Aurora, and it was missing for a few days. I don't think it was a full week, but I think it was like 3 or 4 days. And I don't know if anybody's seen the other guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, but the only thing I could think of when the car was missing, and I'm not even kidding you, this was maybe like 20 minutes after the car was stolen and after I like calmed down, because I was very upset.
Yeah,
And,
as you would.
But I was sitting there thinking, and I was just like, oh man. And then I started laughing, and my girlfriend, it's her car, it's in her name, and she was very upset because I was laughing. And then I told her, and she got a good laugh out of it too, because for like a split second, and then she was like, yeah, it really sucks though. And I was like, yeah, it really does suck. But I was just like, there's a scene in that movie where their car gets stolen and they get kidnapped and like put on a train to Vegas or something like that. I don't know if that's the right part, but whatever happens is they go back and get their car, and it turns out some homeless people had it. Yeah. And the dude at the impound lot, the police impound lot, because they were police officers, he's like reading a note. He's like, by the way, he's like, there's no evidence in the car or anything if we stole it. He's like, but there's a note in there written on a napkin. It says, thanks for the F Shack, Dirty Mike and the boys. And that's all I could think about, dude, was just some homeless people in my car doing unspeakable things. And I told Mackenzie, because she's seen the movie, my girlfriend, and dude, we had a good laugh for a second about that. Oh man, so that was good.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
Dirty Mike and the boys. He's like, oh, by the way, I think some raccoons gave birth in the back seat too. Dude, I was just all I could think about.
Okay, some people are fucking crafty with stealing cars. Like, they can get, so like, when I used to live in the apartments kind of close to where you are, and freaking, so down here where I used to live, there's this guy, his car got stolen 3 times in 1 month. Okay, this man, like, I don't know who he pissed off, what ex-girlfriend he made mad, like, what he was doing. His car got stolen the first time. They found it down off of fucking, like, Tower Road, closer, like, on, like, the way to Aurora from here. And freaking, so he gets his car back, and then he's like, okay, gets, like, nothing is really stolen from it. It's just, like, it was stolen and moved, and, like, just dropped off. Fucking Couple days later, dude goes to leave for work. I'm sitting outside smoking a bowl like my normal routine was, and this dude comes upstairs, pissed as shit out the elevator. Like, what's going on? It's like, my fucking car's gone again.
Again, sir?
Again. Because this is like 2 days after it was gone the first time and the cops found it.
Oh no.
They went back. It was like 3 blocks away from where they found it the first time. So then this time he gets it, and he gets one of those steering wheel locks that like you just put on it, like you're supposed to lock the steering wheel in place.
They broke that off.
2 weeks go by, and his car's missing again with that shit on.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Like, some of these people are skilled out here with that shit. Like, it is an art form.
So, you used to live in Oklahoma.
Yes.
Yes. What kind of things happen out there that are related to that?
I mean, car hopping's kind of big depending on where you live.
Oh, yeah, people like to fucking do that. Yeah, that's the
Car
same.
hop a lot.
That was a high school thing, I feel like. If you were in the
Yeah.
bad crowd in high school, that's what you did, is just car hopping.
Yep.
So, but do you have any stories of that shit happening to you? You got...
No?
No?
'Cause
You're
I'm always-
lucky.
I'm too broke for a car.
Oh, okay. I thought you were lucky. You're just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, no. So, okay. Well, what shall we get into next, friends?
Ooh,
Don't forget,
question.
we could be talking about your comment next.
We could indeed.
True.
Do you want to jump into the comments from Jordan?
Yeah.
All right. Which ones did you guys think you want to do this episode?
Okay. First one out of my chest, because I know the answer to this.
Okay, perfect.
And I feel like kind of a nerd.
Okay.
So that whole question to the whole...
Okay,
If
so
you
he asks, if you eat nothing but corn, eventually will you only produce corn and then have an infinite food supply?
No. Okay, see.
So
The problem is...
his answer is no.
No, see, okay. And the problem is with this is because you don't, like... Think about it. When you're eating corn, you feel it, like, crunch and shit. Like, because there's a common question people ask. Why is it when you eat corn and you shit it out, the corn is whole again, even though you know you chewed it up?
Because sometimes you swallow ones that aren't whole,
No.
aren't chewed up.
Because you're not actually really breaking up the corn shape piece. You're just popping the seed out from inside of it, and then when you shit, that
disgusted.
corn is just filled with shit. So if you wanted that food supply, you could get the
I'm
shape
disgusted.
and color of the corn, but it'll be filled with something else.
I'm disgusted.
It won't be a corn seed.
I'm disgusted. Jordan, I hate you for asking that question. Thank you very much for asking us questions.
Also,
Let's move into... Okay, he has some comments.
I have a
I'm not going to
comment
comment anything on this. No, sir.
I have a more scientific approach comment. for
Okay,
this.
okay.
So,
Okay.
also no. Because you gain 0 nutrition from corn. So even if you ate the corn and nothing but corn,
That
to
is
the
true.
point where you would only shit corn, you would die of
Starving.
malnutrition.
Of malnutrition, yes, exactly.
And just imagine the recoil of that. Like,
I don't want to.
Just the
We can move on.
flashbacks.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. You know, I guess one perk of that would be never having to wipe again.
No, the rest of that shit's still there. All
What?
the rest,
No shot.
you like
No shot. No shot.
I mean,
when you eat, your body's still digesting other nutrients and stuff. So even if you only ate,
But there
corn,
is no nutrients. So.
there's still the
Okay, wait, hold
the
on.
bile in the stomach acid that would go. You'd still have to wipe.
I wonder what would... Oh, okay.
I feel like-
We're not going to dive any deeper. We're done. We're done. That's it. That was great. That was fantastic. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, what do you guys think is in Area 51? Great segue. Thank you so much, Jordan.
Everything, if you can think of
Everything? I'm sorry.
the studies.
Everything.
You're a
of
little
infinite
broad.
corn
You're a little
foods.
broad here.
everything. If you can think of it, that you think we should
Are we
have
gonna
it,
get
or it is real, that you
assassinated
don't
for
see.
this?
Maybe I might.
We might already be on a list just
Oh,
for
no.
asking the questions. It's not
Okay.
our problem though.
All right.
Then it's probably in Area 51.
Okay.
From whether it be vaccines, cures, whatever, to aliens, fucking laser
See,
guns, whatever.
I'll debate you there. I don't think that everything is in Area 51. It's
I'm with
split
that.
up in other places like Area 51 all across the world. Wherever the UN has power, I guarantee that there's something weird going on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you just think about it. Area 51 doesn't really have anything in it anymore. It's all been moved to a different site by now.
Right.
Because of the...
Notoriety of.
Oh, yeah.
Area
They were like, we're going to
51.
storm it. And they're like, cool, we're just going to move everything. Good luck.
Have fun.
Good luck. Yeah.
Yeah, GG, easy,
then
nerd.
nobody
Don't
still
fucking
got in,
at me,
so,
bro. That's it, dude. So...
Easy dog water.
I could definitely see that though. That like nothing being in Area 51 now, especially because of the we're gonna storm it.
Exactly. That they were just like, we're going to move it.
Right.
That's it.
So I feel like if there is anything still in Area 51, it'll be like the medical shit, like you were talking about. Like there's.
I don't even think it'll be that, dude. I think it's going to be something first level top secret. First level top secret, that's it.
first
Right.
level.
Like
top
maybe
secret.
first 3 level top secrets. Because there's really nothing. That's nothing but files. And files, they can hide that shit on the internet so fast and so easy because they've done it already.
Right.
Like, it took them 10 years or something to figure it out, I think. Because there's a lot of shit where I look it up now and it's not on Google anymore. And it's just like, dude, it's insane how much censorship the internet has that people don't realize.
Right.
But, you know, I don't want to get too deep into that because we're on the internet. That's what we do. So, internet, please be nice.
Be nice.
But as for Area 51, like, yeah, maybe back in the day they had a lot of stuff in there, and I think it was a lot of paranormal, and as well as, what is it? Extraterrestrial is the best word for it.
Right.
So, not technically from this earth. And now, we could beg the question of, like, life doesn't exist on Earth or whatever, if anybody believes that still. Then they still held whatever fell from space and landed on Earth and potentially killed people.
Right.
It covered it up, threw it in Area 51 anyways.
Right.
So, either way, they're still hiding something. If it's not aliens, it's civilian deaths because they accidentally
Right.
killed them with something.
With like a test or some shit.
Not even a test. Let's just say a fucking asteroid hits a satellite that we had up there, and then fucking debris falls
I will
on
say,
somebody.
I
you
do
know?
think
Right.
in any base that is similar to Area 51, I'll bet money human testing is still going on.
Oh, 100%.
Are you kidding me?
100%. Oh yeah.
I just want to be a cyborg.
Human test is cyborg. No shot.
Try to be like Frankie from One Piece.
Frankie from One Piece.
No, I just-
Have you ever played Bulletstorm, dude?
I
That
don't
dude
think I have.
loses his mind, dude. He loses his mind. He becomes like a robot and like kills his best friend. It's not good. It's not a good look.
Okay.
It's not a good look.
Nah.
It's not a good look.
Not
Not a good
Not a
look,
good
dude.
look.
Not a good look. So
Yeah, well, like Cyborg from Teen Titans.
he also loses his mind, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty
one
sure.
point, yes,
Yeah,
he
he
does.
fucking goes like full AI mode and
Yep.
tries to kill a lot of people.
It's a risk
Not
you
a
gotta take
good
for
look.
power.
Yo. He said that's a risk I'll take for power. This guy is fucking.
He said it's a risk you gotta take for power.
No.
Never said I'd
Okay.
take
Okay.
it,
Okay.
But I
Okay.
probably would.
He probably would. We got him, boys.
So,
We
but if
got
I'm
him, boys.
if I'm taking that, then there's an equal chance that like my best friend would also have some sort of augmentation. So like, if he's not able to kill me, then like if I flip out, like see that'd be something I'd say. Like if I was like an AI or something, and you were close enough to me, like if I went to flip out on you, you'd have a kill switch to like shut me off quick or something. Like, but at the same
I'm
time,
sorry? Okay, so you're telling me that you would have a best friend go in with you and through the whole procedures and like, dude, this is like years of fucking work, and you're like just betting your wishes that your best friend doesn't accidentally die in a car accident or anything in like 5 years, and he's just with you. He has the kill switch. He doesn't lose it because he's a dummy fuck. Because that happens. Sometimes best friends are not very good at doing simple life tasks, like holding on to something that could potentially stop you from murdering.
None of us are very good at
Nobody
simple life
is.
tasks
Yeah,
like that.
like
Right.
exactly. Like we lose our car keys on a daily basis. This guy's like, here's a fucking button, a single button. It turns me off whenever I'm going like psycho mode. Can you just hold on to this or whatever? He's like, yeah, sure, dude. He's like drinking one night. He has it in his wallet. He opens his wallet to see if he has his ID. Drops it in the fucking sewer gate. Gone forever.
Hear me out. But then what if I get cut like?
And then the day after that, you go psycho mode.
See what if
Because that's how it would go.
See what if I'm like a national hero and I'm like saving some like I'm saving like
On
some
camera.
war or something some
Like,
shit dude.
on the news, and then you just snap and you just fucking blow everything.
Not even snap. Just like I'm about to save like a bus full of people. He doesn't know what's going on or anything, and my man just like accidentally leans, hits the switch, and I'm like, whole
He's
bus,
just, like,
boom.
chilling. He's just like looking at it. He's like, bullshit, this works. He's like, no, click, and then on the news you're just like,
yeah, bus.
oh, dude, that's great.
That's the shit that would like you have access to Amazon Prime. Go watch the show Invincible.
I need to watch that. Don't spoil anything.
That's why I'm not saying anything because I know both of y'all haven't fucking watched it. But you need to fucking watch that show.
Yes, I really, really need to watch that.
And The
dude.
Boys. That show is so good.
Yeah. So, another thing that I would like to talk about is how terrible spam calls are. Especially, so I have a few things that I want to point out about spam calls that I've learned from one, videos, and from two, just paying attention to how they interact on the phone calls. So one, they are targeted at old people to make them scared of what's about to happen to them. And I've noticed this, one, because of how they word their sentences, and two, because whenever I answer the phone to certain scam calls and I'm a younger person that doesn't sound elderly on the phone, they just hang up immediately. I'll hear talking and then they hang up immediately. So
Do you
that
ever
is
try to like act elderly, like you
horrible
answer the phone,
of
you're
them.
like, hello,
No.
Sonny.
No, but I'll do like accents. I'll do like, I did a southern accent one time. I was like, yeah, I got like a 1917 Ford Escalator. You know?
Ford Escalator.
I refurbished it myself in my garage. You know? I just go stupid with it. But so there was one guy that I was talking to recently, and I told him to go, or no, he told me to go F myself.
Oh.
Yes, that was fantastic. He told me to go fuck myself because I told him the police were listening on the other line, and he was very polite about it. He was very polite about it. So I told him, I was like, so I answered the phone, ring, ring, hello, yes. Oh, first of all, they have the fucking automated message that's in front of it, you know. It's the stupid, this is the federal fucking blah, blah, we have your information, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, dude, you know, I'll entertain this for a second. Let's see where this goes, you know. So I press 1. They're like, press 1 to talk to an agent. I was like, 1. Okay, perfect. Ring. Not even a ring, dude. It just immediately, dude's on the line. So the first time I did that for the same company, he's like, yes, this is Officer Kevin. And I was like, this is not Officer Kevin, you lying sack. I was like, Officer Kevin doesn't talk like that, sir. I promise you. And, dude, and I don't even remember how it goes, but I think I told him the same thing. I was like, just so you know, what you're doing is very illegal. You're impersonating, like, whatever, the IRS. Because he's like, I'm with the IRS, Officer Kevin with this office and the IRS or whatever. Very obviously not with the IRS, okay? And so I tell him, I'm like, yeah, what you're doing is very illegal. I have the police listening to you right now. And he hangs up on me immediately, right? I think a week goes by, and I get the same phone call. Except this time it's not Officer Kevin. I don't remember he didn't even say his name this time. Same automated message. You know, this is the federal blah, blah, blah. Answer, press 1, you know? I'm like, okay. Officer Kevin, I'm ready for you this time, you know? I was like, I got a whole elaborate scheme this time. And so it's not Officer Kevin this time. it's some other guy. And I can tell because he sounds a little bit more like somebody that could perhaps maybe work for the IRS, but I was like, you're no shot.
Not a chance.
No shot. I was like, no. So, I was like, I feel like IRS people are very intimidating, and this guy's not intimidating me whatsoever. I was like, he doesn't even sound scary. I was like, he sounds like a 16-year-old kid who hit puberty finally.
Especially
You know?
they always kind of sound like uneasy about what they're saying.
Yeah,
like unsure.
Yeah.
Like,
See, an IRS guy's gonna be like, "Hey, fuckhead, listen, you owe me money. Give me money, or we're gonna send
audit your ass."
Like they do not play around. The dude I'm talking to is like, "This is the IRS." I don't even think he said that, dude. It was something like, "What is your issue?" or something like that. He was like trying to find out what my problem was and why I was calling them. Like I called them, like they didn't call me. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, yeah, this is. I give him my first and last name. I'm like, yeah, this is blah blah blah. Just so you know, what you're doing is extremely illegal, and the police have been listening for the past 30 seconds while you've introduced yourself. And he's like, well, okay, Mr. So-and-so. He's like, you can go. Fuck yourself. And click.
he's like, oh, I've been caught. Well, fuck you too.
I laughed so hard, dude. I laughed so hard. And, yeah, so I'm just waiting for the next one. It'll be great. It'll be great. I think I'm going to come up with a whole script. I just hope they don't call me at work, because they always call me while I'm at work. And it's the most frustrating thing ever, dude. I'm like, if you would call me while I'm not at work, I would talk to you for an hour and a half, guaranteed. I would fucking lead you on this whole long rabbit hole, and you would get nowhere, and you would get very frustrated because I wasted a lot of your time.
I was like, hold on, sir, could you just hold for a second? You'll set up your camera and everything. You're like, come on. All right, continue.
So, yeah. Maybe one day I get a fucking, scam phone call.
What's your favorite, like, quick one-liner or something to say, or not one line, but like phrase to answer the phone to scam calls?
So what I think I'm gonna start doing is the thing from Tropic Thunder. When Tom Cruise answers the phone for the ransom call. Whenever it's Flaming Dragon and he introduces himself, he's like, hey, this is Flaming Dragon. He's like, we have your boy. And he's like, okay. He's like, listen here, fuckface, Flaming Dragon, or whatever your name is. I'm going to start doing that. So if it's like Officer Kevin, I'm going to be like, okay, listen here, fuckface, Officer Kevin, whatever your name is. And then I'm just going to go on the whole rant that he does, dude. The whole rant. You guys should look it up if you haven't seen it. But it's hilarious. And yes, Les Grossman from Tropic Thunder is Tom Cruise. It's the best thing ever, dude.
Then on the opposite end, you just answer the call. He just answers the call like, we are the Flaming Dragons!
Dude, man.
Nah, you got one? You got a phrase you like to answer the phone?
No, I kind of just answer the phone and go, hello.
Yeah.
I was messing up. There's always like those classic ones. People be like, it's Carl Sperm, it's Carl Sperm Donation Center or something. You spank it, we bank it. How can I help you?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I got. There's some like terrible ones.
Yeah, there
are. My brother is the king of doing that. His gets better every time I call him. Every time I call him, it's got extra fucking things. It takes like 15 minutes. I'm like, bro, this is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
You on a game show, like trying to call in for...
It's his voicemail every time, too. I'm just like, yeah. No. I just spent 15 minutes listening to your voicemail, dog. I was like, I had to press 2 twice to get to this, and now it's your voicemail. I'm like, great. I'm like, I thought you were in jail or something. I was like, you called me? I'm listening to your voicemail right now.
You on a game show, they're like, would you like to phone a friend? You all call him just listening to the voicemail on fucking...
Yeah, it's the whole thing. He's on live TV, and I'm just like, No, if I was on a game show and I called him and it was that, dude, I would just hang up right away. As soon as I was heard, it was like, hey, this is, this is...
You hear set up to anything,
Timmy's,
you're like,
yeah, this is Timmy's whatever place. I'm like, and I was like, this is only gonna get worse. I was
I'm done. I lost. Goodbye.
I was like, I need a. I'll just excuse
Can I phone
myself.
a different friend?
You know. I'd be like, oh, dude, that would be so terrible. Not good. Not a good look.
Yeah, honestly, I have very, very little patience with spam calls. I just answer and I go hello, and I end up click.
Dude, I haven't even been checking if it's spam calls because it's like especially because after like if you fucking look for a job on Indeed or anything or you put your phone number out anywhere like that, you're getting
calls.
spam. Like dog at the point where like if it didn't even look like it was a number from around the area, I just like hang up. I don't even answer that shit. I'm just like click out my face. Get away from me.
Dude, I'm gonna answer it and I'm gonna just fuck with you. I'm just gonna mess with you. Unless it's somebody that I know. If it's somebody that I know, I won't mess with you that hard. Depending on who it is, I might mess with you a little bit.
Who do you know that's scam calling motherfuckers?
Not scam calling, but like I just mess with my friends sometimes on the phone whenever I call. Dude, your name in my phone is something very absurd that I can't say on camera just because it's funny when Siri says it. You know what I mean?
I feel
so. That's the best part. Like that, it's kind of fun, you know.
I mean, that's fair.
So, yeah, dude, it's great. It's great times.
Fuck scam calls.
Fuck
Yeah.
scam calls. They're the worst. They're the worst.
Scam callers touch grass.
Touch grass. You're in a cubicle. Go touch the outside for a little bit. Breathe the air.
Great.
Oh man. So I think that's probably where we're gonna end it. End it on fuck scam calls. They're the worst.
They are.
Thank you guys for listening. Please leave your comments in the comment section below about what we should talk about next. If you have any life advice we would like to give, we'd love to do that. That'd be great. Let us know in the comment if you want us like not give your name or whatever. That'd be cool too.
Yeah, you can leave those anonymous if you
Yeah.
like. Yep.
So yeah, that's where we're gonna end it.
Alright, sounds like a good one.
Peace out, guys.
Later,
Thank
guys.
you.